Hey there, my friends. This is Dave Wood, and I wanted to do a quick video because I've been more quiet as of late. And I did a video the other day, and it was about my book that I've got, over here. If you can see it, hold on, let me pull it out. Again, this isn't for sale right now as of the moment. Right now, I'm building something, so it'll be for sale a little bit later when I'm finished building it. So, The Great Tribulation: Scientific Beliefs, explained by King David. It's my new book, and I've been working on essentially building a system to promote my new book, and because of that, I've been more quiet. But I wanted to, and I, because God told me, and until it's done, nothing else is important, right? So I haven't even been blogging. And one of the reasons I haven't been blogging, I just wrote a blog post about this actually on my blog, is that people are not listening to me, and I'm not really in the business of warning people that are just going to get eaten alive by Nephilim. You know what I mean? Like I'll go to somebody else to warn, and hold on a second. I don't want to waste my time. So in any case, I've been working on building out this system, and that's what's been taking all my time, and that's why I've not been really, doing a lot of videos and whatnot. So what I wanted to talk about in this video, though, is I really wanted to clear up some nonsense that I heard about, and so I'm going to just drop some stuff and clear some nonsense up about me. There's a lot of rumors that go on about me and stuff like that behind my back, and I hear about them from time to time because people tell me about them, right? And one of the things that I heard this twice. First time I heard this was from a guy named Marlon, and in an email, and the second time I just heard it was actually today by one of my friends, where they said that there's a rumor going around that I assaulted a pregnant woman. Okay, now I first of all, the first time I heard it from Marlon, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I didn't even respond to it, right? And then I heard it again. So I actually went online and I tried to find where this rumor comes from. I was looking it up, and I was like, what are they talking about? Like, I tried to assault a woman. I'm like the most peaceful person I've ever met in my life. Like, I in my entire life, I've never hit a woman. Okay, I actually, if you look, I have a scar on my lip right there. Okay, this scar is from a woman. All right, she exploded on me. I'm not going to say who it was, but this woman exploded on me, and she smashed my face, and my face was bleeding everywhere. Okay, and I was driving my car, and it was absolutely for complete nonsense. All right, it was nonsense, personality disordered, explosive psychopathy. It was nothing but nonsense. All right, I didn't hit her back, and she deserved it, and I didn't. Okay, because in my opinion, a woman never deserves to be hit by a man. Right, I was raised like that, so I cannot believe that. I cannot believe these rumors that I hear that people spread about me. That these people have known me for years and years and years and years and years and years. They've known me for years. They've known me, and they've known how good of a person I am. They know how much I love people. Okay, for years they've known this, right? And so the idea that people can take a rumor like that, okay, when would that have happened? Would it have happened when I was with Matthew Gonzalez? No, it certainly didn't happen when I was with Matthew Gonzalez. Would it have happened when I was with my brother Johnny? It certainly wouldn't happen when I was with my brother Johnny. I mean, I've been around people constantly for the last year, nonstop with no breaks. Actually, the only time I ever saw a woman get assaulted by anybody, okay, I'm going to be just really clear here. I'm only going to mention this once, okay? It was by Paul Gardner, right? I saw Paul Gardner assault a woman, and I was like, what the hell are you doing, right? And I should have smashed him in the face is what I should have done when he did that, because it was the most wrong thing that I ever seen. But I saw Paul Gardner do that, right? But she certainly wasn't a pregnant woman. And I don't want to get into that because it's personal business, and he apologized. You know what I mean? What happened, right? He lost control of himself and whatnot. So, it's the past. He shouldn't have done that. And that's the only time I've ever even seen a woman get assaulted in my entire life. Okay. That's the only time I've even seen it. So I don't know what people have gotten to their heads where people think that I'm a violent person. Now I understand that I exploded on World Ventures because they deserved it. Right. I understand that I did that. Right. Should I have done it? I probably should have done that in a different way. Right. But I have been peaceful. That lost my income that I was supporting my son. That income was for my son, so I was mad. All right, and I'm making excuses, but it is what it is. And their karma. I have spoken what their karma is going to be, and it will happen in the future. And I'm not going to do it. God's going to do it, so I'm going to leave it alone. right? But the reality is, if they don't repent, right, and they don't. I'm telling you, they won't. And what I said will happen will happen. It's fine. I've taken the post down and stuff like that because people don't need to see it. It's not going to help. Nobody's going to listen to it anyways. And what's going to happen is going to happen. So, in any case, right? My point with all this stuff that I'm bringing up right now is actually very simple. Okay. You can't believe everything that somebody tells you about a person. I have a lot of enemies, right? My enemies are vicious. And some of my enemies, they just think I'm nuts. And then they go on, they post things, where they chalk everything that I ever say or do up to, they think that I'm taking drugs, right? And that's fine, right? I have got enemies that go around and they post things on sites and stuff like that, and they do negative SEO. And I've seen more of it actually popping up online in the last little bit from stuff that happened like years ago. So I know it's my enemies, because normal people don't do things like this. Normal people, they don't go and try to discredit somebody who they know nothing about and they've never even actually haven't had a personal conversation with. And actually, a lot of these people I've had personal conversations with, and they know I'm a fucking good person. Excuse the language. They know that I'm a good person. They know that I love helping people. They know that I love helping kids. They know that I love helping women and children. They know that I love women, right? And they're still saying things like this. And I literally cannot even believe it's coming from their mouth. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, and they're going to have their own karma, and their karma is going to be vicious, and it's going to be severe. Because when you go around and you try to spread rumors about somebody that's got goodness in their heart, God is going to smite you down. So I was talking to somebody, and they were like, Google doesn't lie. You've got all this stuff that's not positive about you out there. And I was like, okay, so you're telling me that there's no liars on Google, right? You're telling me that there's nobody on Google that tells people bullshit, right? Those sources could literally be all orchestrated by a single person who's an enemy of mine, who knows SEO, right? Like literally one person who is an enemy of mine who knows SEO could really, really, really orchestrate a lot of rumors, right? One person can. I built a company based on SEO. I know what I'm talking about. You can't go and believe every single thing that you read on the internet when you've never had a personal conversation with me, or when they've never had a personal conversation with me. Let's put it on them. When they've never had a personal conversation with me, and then they're going to go spread rumors about me based on something that they heard. It's hearsay, people, right? So I also looked up online, and there's another guy that's named David Wood that got arrested and I've never found this. Funny enough that this is on the top of the Google search, but this is not me, people, right? This is like an old guy, right? That his name was also David Wood, and I think he actually changed his name to David Wood. Funny enough, right? He changed his name, and then he murdered a bunch of people and stuff like that. And that guy is like 70 years old or something like that, and he was sentenced to death or something like that, right? So like. Is that me? No. There's also another guy online, and his name's David Wood, and he's a Christian evangelist. Okay. And this guy, he helps a lot of people. He's a very good man. I imagine he watches a lot of my videos and is very worried, right? But he's like a Christian apologist is what he is. So he gets on those videos and he does the debates or arguments or whatever he wants to do. And he's very good. And he specializes in, for example, debating Christianity versus Islam. And I've watched a bunch of his debates. They're actually very good. And of course, I like watching them because my name's David Wood and his name's David Wood too. Therefore, I like him, right? Now, here's the thing, right? Like, he's not me either. All right. You can't just believe every piece of bullshit that you ever heard. Like, I'll tell you, like, so there's this rumor out there from people that people have spread around, right? My enemies have spread around that, for example, says that I want to hurt my wife, right? Look, I never hurt my wife when she did things to me that hurt me. For years. I was the most peaceful person she has ever been around, ever in her entire life. Okay? Ever. I would never hurt that woman. She's my best friend. You can't believe every piece of bullshit that comes from the mouths of demons people. This is the problem with humanity, is they just believe everything based on social proof. I could do this too. In fact, I will. Because what I've been doing, I've been working. So now I need to go and construct social proof. Well, I'll get real social proof is what I'll get, for my new thing that I'm starting. But I'll go construct my, and then what you'll watch it. You'll watch it. Just because other people believe it, other people will start to believe it just because other people believe it. It's social proof. This is marketing psychology, right? This is the way that the universe works. You can't go around and just believe everything that you see, people. I'm a good person. I love people. I've always loved people. Okay? Even when I exploded on World Ventures, I still love World Ventures. I still love Dan Stamen. I still love Wayne Nugent. I'm a good person with a good heart. I've always had a good heart. Right? If you go around believing bullshit about somebody that you've looked up to and respected for years, and now you're going to believe that bullshit, or they're going to believe that bullshit because they, right, are going to forget all the good that I've done in their life. That's their own karma, people. It's nonsense. I've lifted people up and 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 lifted people up for years. And I'll continue lifting people up regardless of what they say. And I'll keep lifting people up and keep helping people heal. And I'm not going to stop. I've been discouraged. I'll give you that. I've been discouraged because I think humanity is lost. And I love humanity. And that's discouraged me. But because I'm discouraged doesn't mean I'm going to stop. It doesn't mean I'm not going to figure it out. I just need to figure out my message. I've known that for a long time. I've tried a bunch of stuff. The bunch of stuff that I've tried hasn't worked so well. Some of it has worked really well, but I don't have a big enough audience. Other things have not worked so well at all. And I've checked and I've checked and I've checked. And it's just a matter of time before I freaking figure it out. And when I figure it out, it'll grow like nothing you've ever seen in your life. It will grow because I am so determined. And that's what vision is about. That's what determination is all about. It's about figuring out your message. It's about figuring out your vision and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And this person's like, your company hurt a lot of people. I'm like, my company did hurt a lot of people, and I apologize about that. Who got more hurt than me? I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that got more hurt than I did. Right? Is that an excuse? No. It's equal. It's karma, right? However, when I saw all these good people that I've loved for years ditch me because I was actually a victim of an attempted murder, I'm like, what is this industry, what is this profession really all about? What's it really all about? And then afterwards, I did some stuff that messed up because I was so mad. And should I have been making excuses about my anger? No. Doesn't matter. My point is, I've always been, at every point of my existence, at every point in my life, even when I have been angry, I have always been a loving person. I have always treated people well. Even when I've been pissed off all the hell, did I walk into the headquarters at World Ventures and go sock Dan Stamen and Wayne Nugent in the mouth? I wanted to. But no, I would have hurt their teeth, and they need their teeth to sell. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do something like that. Right? Did I go and break Rob Skinner's arm? No. I wouldn't do it. He needs his arm to go scam other people or whatever, he out of house and home like he did to me or whatever it is he does. Yeah, have I gone and sought Dave Sharp out with like a shotgun? No. I could have if I wanted to. No. Because I love Dave Sharp. Because I love Rob Skinner. Because I love Dan Stamen. Because I love World Ventures. Because I love my wife. Because I love people. And maybe people got this weirdness in their head. And they're believing bullshit that's hurt me quite a lot. But maybe they should just pick up the phone and say hello. So I'm done with the rant. It's not about the past. It's about what's going on right now. Okay? I wanted to make that clear. I'm done. I forgive the past. I forgive all these people. I'm pointing out that I didn't go ballistic and I didn't pick up a rock and throw it through the window at World Ventures. You know what I mean? I haven't gone and destroyed the image of Dan Stamen and Wade Nugent and those guys. I could have. You know, I could have destroyed Dave Sharp's image a long time ago. Years ago, I could have done it. I could have destroyed his image. I still can't. But I'm not going to. Because he's doing well. And, you know, I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? Look, I'm done with my rant. Please respect me. Okay? I would never hurt anybody physically ever in my life unless they were trying to hurt. If they were trying to hurt my wife, you'd see fury come out. I'd mow through people if I needed to. If they were trying to hurt her, okay? If they were trying to hurt my kids, if they were trying to hurt people physically that I loved, I'd do the same thing if I saw people trying to hurt Rob Skinner. I'd do the same thing if people were trying to hurt Dan Stamen and Wayne Nugent. I'd mow through people, protecting them. Okay? That's the only time I'd get violent. I'd get violent if people were hurting my family. If people were hurting my children. If people were hurting the people I love. It's the only time I'd get violent. Don't believe bullshit, but believe. Look, you can believe fake news all you want. Okay? There's fake news about Donald Trump too. He's got enemies too. People spread bullshit about him too. Okay? And if you look, whatever you look for, you're going to find. Whatever you look for, you're going to find. If you look for me to be a bad guy, you're going to find evidence of it. If you look for me to be a good guy, you're going to find evidence of it. There's actually a lot more evidence that I'm a good guy than I'm a bad guy. There's a lot more. Way more. There's way more evidence that I'm a good guy than I'm a bad guy. There's way more evidence that I've got a good heart than I've got a bad heart. Way more. If they want to believe bullshit, they can believe bullshit all they freaking want. That's their choice. Excuse the cussing earlier in the video, okay? I got passionate. I'm trying to avoid that. I'm done. I got to go work on my thing that I'm building. That's a good thing that's going to help people. Okay? And I'm going to go work on that because that's going to help people. I wrote my book because my book, this is going to help people. It's going to help people. That's why I wrote it. The reason I haven't got involved in network marketing this year, I'm going to be truthful. I don't feel like what I've been approached with is going to help people. I feel like it'll help them temporarily. Some of it will help people. I got approached with something recently that I think will help, that has potential to help some people. It has potential to hurt a lot of people too. I care about people. So if I ever lash out, it's because I'm in pain. Because I love people. That's why. That's the only reason why. Love you. Care about you. Please forgive me for the past. Please let go of the nonsense. It's nonsense. I love you. I care about you. I want you to succeed. Okay? I want you to feel good about yourself. I want you to be protected. I want your families to be protected. I've been warning you at my own expense. These last 2 years, really this last year I've been doing it. It has been at my own great expense that I have warned you. I'm only doing it because I believe in what I'm saying. Because I believe in you and I believe that you can survive. Obviously, people don't want to hear it because I got one viewer on here. One faithful viewer. You watch as these videos of mine will have millions and millions of people on it. When? I don't know. If it takes its time, it takes its time. However, they'll have millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people. I'll go live and there'll be 1 million people on there every time. Because people will see the stuff I'm talking about happen and they'll want to keep themselves safe. And I'll keep them safe because I love them. And that's what my message is all about. It's about safety. And it's about enlightenment. It's about peace. It might not seem like that sometimes because I'm warning you. And those warnings that I have, a lot of it has violent information in it. That violent information is not something that I want to do. It's something that's going to happen. And if you don't know, how can you defend yourself? I want you to survive. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because many of you are not going to survive. Because you're not listening. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. Because you listened to me in the pre-existence. All of you did.